New York Jets traveling on down to Miami to take on the Miami Dolphins on Monday Night Football in Week 4 of the NFL on Monday, September 29th, 2025. My name is Steve, and we got your best bets video for this game. 2 player props, a total pick for this game, 3 picks total in the video. Let's lock in and get a sweep.
Well, my presence isn't real. It's another bad one like this is scale. It's straight fire, all my bets straight from. You're in the house that Cap made now. Straight fire.
As always, my friends, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support as always. Let's have a big Monday in the NFL, guys. We're going to have 2 games, 2 videos for each of these games. So we're going to have a video for each game with 3 picks in each game. So keep that in mind. Make sure you guys check out the other Monday Night Football video as well for the Broncos-Bengals game. So super excited for this, guys. Got a divisional matchup here between the Jets and the Dolphins. Should be a good game. It's a battle of 2 0-3 teams. So someone's going to get a win in this game, guys. Someone's going to be 1-3 and I guess keeping their season alive. So we'll see what happens as far as in this game. I don't have any results to go over for you guys. I'm recording this video obviously early. So hopefully we did solid there on Sunday. I think we had 8 picks total on Sunday, so hopefully at least we had a winning day on Sunday. Time will obviously tell, but we need to obviously get the results rolling in the right direction here at the channel. It's been a little bit of a slow start here to the NFL season, but I am confident we could turn this around and obviously make some units here. So let's get after it. Make sure you guys don't forget to drop your favorite pick down below in the chat. Put a star or an asterisk next to your pick in the chat if you'd like your pick included in our comment capper section. So basically how that works, put a star and an asterisk next to your pick below, and we'll include your pick in the next video if it hits in the chat. So just keep that in mind. Fun way to participate in that here at the channel. Help out your fellow bettor here at the channel and helping us all become better sports bettors. So last thing, just make sure you guys check out the pinned comment description for any links you guys are looking for here around the channel in regards to membership, merchandise, and our social media links. Outside of that, guys, let's get after it today. Let's get a sweep here in this Jets-Dolphins game. Let's get right into our picks. At number 1, we are rolling with the over 44.5 points in this Jets-Dolphins game. We got plus 100 odds here on ESPN Bet. I actually really like the value on this one. So if you guys have followed the Dolphins and Jets in the first couple weeks of the season, you'll know that you haven't seen a lot of defense from either of these teams. Both these teams have been pretty much getting waxed, allowing about 30 points per game. And the offenses for the Jets, it's been kind of hard to judge just because Justin Fields has been out pretty much since week 1. He went down early in week 2. And week 1, Jets offense looked really good. Justin Fields was throwing the ball very well from the pocket. The running game was working very well. Garrett Wilson was making plays. So obviously it's kind of hard to completely grade the Jets offense, but I am confident here versus the Dolphins. They're going to be able to get some good scoring opportunities. Obviously with that running game, Breece Hall, Justin Fields, they match up very well. Dolphins don't rank very well versus the run, ranking 25th. So I think they'll be able to have some opportunities there. And Fields, like I said, looked great from the pocket in week 1. So if he can look anything like that here, I think we're going to get an easy over here in this one. Like I said with the defenses, statistically speaking, Jets 22nd, Dolphins 26th in total yards allowed. Dolphins 32nd, Jets 28th in points per game allowed. So 2 back-end defenses. Even though the Dolphins looked a little bit better last week defensively there versus the Bills as far as in the passing game versus the run, they still allowed James Cook to go over 100. So that run defense is still struggling. The defense overall is still having a hard time. Bills still scored 28 points, which was kind of honestly low for the Bills. But you guys get the idea. Dolphins defense definitely does not look very dominant at all. And the Dolphins offense, meanwhile, after a slow start in week 1, they looked terrible in week 1, has picked it up the last couple weeks, averaging 24 points per game and 317 yards per game. And they've looked a lot better as well. They looked a lot more cohesive the last couple weeks. And I think this is a week for them to finally put it all together. And I think they'll have a good week here versus the Jets. Jets, like I said, getting Justin Fields back here, which is key. He posted 32 points in his only full start of the season versus the Steelers in week number 1. He looked great, like I said, from the pocket. ran the ball very effectively, as well as Brees Hall in that game. So I think obviously if they can get that running game going early, that's obviously going to bode very well. I think we get a nice look here on the over. So love it there, guys. For number 1 pick, we're rolling with the over 44.5 points in the Jets-Dolphins game. We got plus 100 odds here on ESPN Bet. Okay, and at number 2, we got Brees Hall. Over 56.5 rushing yards here for the New York Jets. Minus 114 odds on FanDuel, risking a unit here. So yeah, a lot of what we just said there, Brees Hall has gone under the last 2 weeks, and that obviously doesn't really surprise me. He played 2 good run defenses, and Justin Fields obviously was hurt. So I was not surprised to see the Jets abandon the run in the last couple of games. They were pretty much blown out the last 2 weeks. Now, guys will say they actually could have won last week. But for the most part in that game, they were down by 3+ scores, made a wild comeback at the end with honestly a lot of luck. Anytime you get a field goal block return for a touchdown, come on, guys. You can never rely on that stuff. That's just luck. Great effort. Sometimes you got to put yourself in a position to make the play, sure. But that's in large part luck. You can't win games like that, like ever. And last week was an anomaly for a lot of teams in that regard. I think there were 3 block kicks at the end of week 3 in the 1 o'clock games there. There was one in the Rams-Eagles game, and then there was another one in a different game too, which I'm forgetting off the top of my head. But yeah, that stuff is obviously not indicative of that's just not indicative. So it made sense why Hall went under. That was the whole point what I was saying. Now you get Justin Fields back versus a bad run defense. Brees Hall should have a field day here. Obviously, you're going to want to establish that run given the results of the last couple weeks. You know, Aaron Glenn and this Jets coaches knows that they need to get the run game going. And Brees Hall, I think, is going to have a great game here versus the Dolphins. I think this is a great setup here for him. And he's going to have a lot of good opportunities here. Like I said, Dolphins defense versus run has been pretty bad. They allowed James Cook to go for over 100 last week for the Bills. And I think, once again, Brees Hall could potentially sniff that 100-yard mark. He had over 100 in week 1. Like I said before, going under the last 2 weeks, I think this is a great bounce-back spot here for Brees Hall. So, love it there for number 2 pick. We got Brees Hall, over 56.5 rushing yards here for the New York Jets. Minus 114 odds here on FanDuel. Okay, and finally, at number 3, we got Jalen Waddle. Over 50.5 receiving yards here for the Miami Dolphins. We got minus 114 odds here on FanDuel, risking a unit here. So obviously, I love this spot here for Mr. Jalen Waddle. I see this as a spot where he could have a lot of success. He's had 99+ receiving yards versus the New York Jets in 3 of his last 4 games versus them. So that's obviously very good. And a lot of reasons you can venture for that are Waddle obviously doesn't get the same attention that Tyreek Hill gets, but Waddle's still very, very good. No doubt about it. We don't want to target the number 1 receivers versus the Jets. That's typically not a good thing because you're probably going to get Sauce Gardner on him. And he is obviously one of the better shutdown corners in the league. Saw a lot of it last week. Mike Evans for the Bucs, 33 yards receiving. The number 2 receiver, Ibuka, 86 yards receiving. So I think this is a great spot here for Waddle to hit his over and to get himself going this season. And in a spot where he's had great success also versus the Jets. I think he will toast the Jets secondary outside of Sauce Gardner. As long as Sauce Gardner doesn't spend too much time with him, Waddle should have a day here, honestly. I think this is a great spot here for him. Like I said, we have room to work with here. This is a play that I would consider a ladder on. I think Waddle... I think this is just a Waddle game. I think, touchdown catch, ladder him up to 100 yards. There's a lot of things I think you can do with Jalen Waddle in this one. I think he's in a great spot here to cash. So, love it there, guys, for number 3 pick. We got Jalen Waddle, over 50.5 receiving yards here for the Miami Dolphins. Minus 114 odds here on FanDuel. All right, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support as always. Make sure you guys don't forget to drop your favorite pick down below. Check out the links down below in the pinned comment. And also, let's make some money, guys. I don't have a same game parlay for this one. I just decided to just go with the 3 picks. Just the straight plays for this game and, probably for that Bengals-Broncos game as well. Then we're just going to stick to the straights here on Monday night. And hopefully, obviously, we could have a big night and make some loot here. So, as always, do appreciate all of you guys. Thank you guys for watching the video, checking us out. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe. Outside of that, that will do it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you next time. Peace out.